Safety is and should continue to be your number one priority in the job site. We understand that you're always in a rush to move on to the next thing, but nothing wastes more time than an injury. Prevention is the best way to minimize the risk of being injured. Many accidents are easily preventable when you identify potential hazards. Always protect yourself. Wear clothing and safety equipment appropriate for the job. I'll say it again, always protect yourself. Wear clothing and safety equipment appropriate for the job you are performing, and, when in doubt, err on the side of safety and common sense. No one ever lost an eye because they are wearing too much safety equipment. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, might include
safety glasses,
hearing protection,
boots,
vest,
and long pants.
And gloves.
Safety vest if we're working along streets or parking lots.
Some ankle support to make sure that you're not going to twist your ankle.
Prevention is the best way to minimize your risk of being injured. It might feel like overkill to you, but the guidelines and regulations have your best interests in mind. So do it. Is the area secured? If hazards such as holes, trenches, falling limbs are present in your work area, set up barricades to keep people away from dangerous areas. In addition, always mark your utility lines before digging or trenching. No amount of personal protective equipment will save you from electrocution. Working with chemicals or other hazardous materials may require other safety precautions. Generally, the bag or container has specific instructions for proper use, safety protection, and what to do if you are accidentally exposed. And it might mean that you wear additional protective gear, such as a respirator. If there's any doubt, consult your manual or reach out to someone who has more experience. Most states require training or certification for those who apply chemicals. State and federal regulations are on your side to protect you. The job site is not a place to use a tool or piece of equipment for the first time. Get the appropriate training and instruction before you get on the job. It just makes sense. And finally, check your tools before using them to make sure they are working properly. By far the most common injury on the job site is repeated strain on the body. Lifting, vibration from the equipment, repetitive motion, and noise. 8 hours of landscape work can take a toll. Be aware of the cumulative risk of these activities: blowing out knees, partial deafness, and back problems. Be sure to use the best ergonomic practices for all these activities. There's a lot of external training information to help minimize the impact on your body. Finally, know what to do when something goes wrong. No one expects you to be an EMT, but be familiar with basic first aid. It's just like wearing a seatbelt. We hope you'll never need it, but when you do, you'll be glad you're prepared. Like a good Boy Scout, always be prepared. Safety is a mindset. Injuries will always happen, but the likelihood of someone getting injured on your crew can be greatly reduced by following these simple steps.